these are no doubt going to be hard to answer questions as well, but I'm wondering about a best moment and a worst moment. And maybe there's not just one, but as you kind of reel back through these last 12 years, can you think of a real low point, a real crisis of, how to move forward moment, and then also something you'll take with you as a real highlight?
Well, the highlights are also the lowlights when it comes to COVID, because that was certainly a low light when we found out how fatal this could be. And I understood that we would be faced with decisions we've never been faced with.
There's really nothing that compares to that.
There's nothing.
moment.
There's nothing can touch the first few days of that.
And that is, as we mentioned, notwithstanding the Oso landslide, with the Amtrak train derailment,
Right.
we've had deadly wildfires.
But that was a moment where fear was so powerful in our community, and
every single citizen was affected. touched.
everybody was a possible victim. And so being able to simultaneously, fairly soon I knew what the challenge was going to be, which is to simultaneously get people to understand the severity of this and why we had to do difficult things, while at the same time giving people a sense of confidence that we can get through it, that we can succeed, that we can save ourselves. Our destiny is in our hands. And that was a leadership challenge that was a challenge. But again, it's also a highlight, because I don't think there's ever a year and a half, 2 year period where Washington State has been more successful in pulling together, again, because of these values that I recognize, that we are a scientifically literate, smart population that wants to pull together. We succeeded because of the values of the state of Washington that I recognized and put in to place. So it was the low light and the highlight. And then after that, it's, signing the Climate Commitment Act was after literally 20 years of effort. I started this effort in 2007 when I co-authored a book about it. I got it through the House of Representatives in Washington, D.C., but couldn't get it through the Senate in 2010. And then to sign it, decade and a half later, that was quite a moment.
You can check out the rest of the show by clicking on the link below or by watching Inside Olympia Thursday evenings at 7 and 10.